The Boruto series began with a time skip that showed us a teen Boruto facing off against a teen Kawaki on top of the destroyed Hokage rock. We immediately assumed from this particular scene placement and the overall dialogues that Kawaki is probably going to become the main villain or the central villain for the Boruto franchise, especially when he says that he sent the 7th Hokage, that is Naruto, to some undisclosed place or undisclosed location. We still don't know what this place really is. We just assume that he was making a literal allusion here, thereby alluding to the fact that he somehow managed to kill Naruto and now he's raging some sort of a war, due to which the age of shinobi is finally over now with the apparent death of the Hokage. However, Boruto says that the age of shinobi is not over yet because he is still a shinobi. So this was the basic starting point for the Boruto series as a whole. Now, due to these dialogue interactions, we obviously believed that Kawaki was going to be the main villain. But now, after his proper introduction into the series and his subsequent character growth, it's becoming more and more difficult to imagine that someone like him, who basically worships Naruto at this point in time, is actually going to betray him and hell even try to kill him for that matter. Now, these are all the basic things and basic setup that we are all aware of right now, but things are slowly shifting to change with Boruto manga chapter 62, and it seems like we are finally getting a major hint as to what exactly is going on in that particular timeskip scene, because believe me, I do not think that Kawaki is actually going to become the main villain of the Boruto franchise. It's probably going to be a totally different concept altogether, and I'm going to explain that in just a bit. So hello and welcome to Underwisey, and thank you so much for joining in. But before that, if you're new here, then please consider subscribing to our channel, since I do weekly anime and manga related content along with a bunch of other stuff. With that being said, let's just jump into it. Now, in my humble opinion, this was always going to be a plot twist, because Kawaki was never really going to be the main villain or the central villain for the series. Instead, he's probably going to be more akin to someone like Itachi, basically an anti-hero like character who remains in the chaotic neutral and does things, even bad things, in order to basically arrive at an agreeable situation. And let me explain that in a more generic statement. But before that, we need to talk about Boruto manga chapter 62 to get a better context of what exactly might eventually lead to this particular context. So here in this chapter, we learn the full plan of Code. I mean, obviously we were quite aware of what exactly he was going to do, but here Code explicitly tells us what he's intending to do. He's intending to bring the divine tree here and kill everyone. Basically, he's going to utilize the tree to suck up the chakra from the entire planet. Thereby, he's going to harvest the chakra fruit, which is essentially going to lead us towards the doom of planet Earth. And for that matter, this is the basic modus operandi of the Otsutsuki clan as a whole. This is something which we are already aware of. And because Code wants to bring forth the legacy of Ishiki Otsutsuki, he is intending to fulfill the wish of his fallen god. But that's not all, because Code here tells that the only way to survive this particular event is to either go to another dimension or another planet, a totally separate planet. This is the only way or the only manner in which someone is going to be able to survive this cataclysm. Now, this directly leads us to Kawaki, because I feel like he's not really going to betray Naruto, but rather his devotion and his worship for Naruto is essentially going to drive him crazy, to the point where he's going to protect Naruto no matter what the cost actually is. Therefore, in this particular context, I believe that he's actually going to send Naruto to some form of a pocket dimension and essentially seals him in order to save his life, because he knows that Code is going to go after the life of Naruto and he just can't stand this, and therefore in order to save Naruto, he took the most drastic step possible. He himself takes upon the power of the karma in a desperate last attempt to save everyone. Not everyone, but rather most importantly Naruto for that matter. And this is essentially going to be the sad turn of events for the life of Kawaki, because he wants to do the good thing right here, but he fails. As a shinobi, he fails to do the right thing here. He fails to protect Naruto, he fails to protect Konoha, and that's why he has to inevitably take upon the powers of karma once again, the power which he once hated the most. And that is the major reason why he's facing off against Boruto right now and claiming that the age of shinobi is over, because he wants to end the age of shinobi, because the age of shinobi did not help him at all in this particular regard. He has essentially trapped Naruto in a separate dimension, and because of his love and worship and respect for Naruto, he has essentially gone mad to the point where he only believes that Naruto is just a token in his life, whom he needs to save, no matter if he's imprisoned or if he's sealed. It's a matter of love going crazy, and I feel like this is going to be a much more logical step instead of Kawaki simply betraying Naruto, because up until this moment Kawaki is literally ready to sacrifice his very own life for the sake of Naruto. He goes to Code to beg him to kill him instead of killing Naruto and the others. He's that desperate in his attempt to save Naruto, so I believe that this is actually going to backfire in a manner wherein he tries to save Naruto, he fails, and thereby he takes up the powers of karma once again. And now that he has failed as a shinobi, he wants to eradicate the lives of shinobi, and because of this he is going to go to the root cause of everything, and the root cause is the Otsutsuki King or the Otsutsuki God. Now that he has the powers of karma back, he can use his dimensional powers, and that is the reason why he has been able to trap Naruto in a separate dimension to keep him safe, but he has also sealed him off completely. And as his final resolution, he is going for the Otsutsuki King or the Otsutsuki God, and he wants to defeat this particular entity in order to put a stop to it once and for all. Now, why is exactly he facing off against Boruto? I think it's not exactly as what it seems to be in this particular timeskip tease. He is not exactly the villain whom Boruto is trying to eradicate here, but rather this is a point of intervention for both Boruto as well as Kawaki, because they both want to do the good thing, but both are at an impasse because both of their motivations and both of their ideals are totally different here. Boruto does not want to take such a drastic step as Kawaki, and therefore he wants to stop Kawaki. It's sort of like how after the war, Sasuke wanted to kill all the previous Hokage and all the other Kages and wanted to take over the entire world and rule using the power of fear. And that's how the end of the valley fight took place between Naruto and Sasuke. Both of them were not wrong in that respect, but both of them had different ideals. I feel like this is going to be a similar situation, but in a totally different manner. It's going to be an homage to it, but at the same time unique enough to pull off a totally different thing, because in this particular context, Kawaki is going for the head of the Otsutsuki King or the Otsutsuki God. Even Boruto wants to do something like that, but it's a matter of difference in opinions, and I don't really think here that Kawaki is the person who destroyed the Konoha village. It was most likely the aftermath of a separate Otsutsuki invasion. I've said it in the past and I'm saying it here again. I don't think that Ishiki Otsutsuki is the last Otsutsuki who is going to visit upon Earth. There are more Otsutsuki beings who are going to visit Earth in the near future, and it's going to set up an interesting storyline overall. Therefore, I would like to wrap up this video by saying that no, I don't think Kawaki is going to be the main villain for the Boruto series. Rather, it seems like he has sort of gone crazy over his ideals, and that's why he did what he did basically here. This is sort of like an anti-hero caricature right here, because he's not intending to do the wrong thing, he's wanting to do the right thing, but his way of doing those things are not exactly in the most righteous territory. So yeah, this is everything which I wanted to share with you all in this particular matter. What do you guys feel is going to be Kawaki's true motivations, and why exactly was he facing off against Boruto? Please do leave your thoughts in the comment section below. I would love to hear your opinions as well. With that being said, guys, thank you so much for joining in. This is WonderYZ. See you all on the next one. In the meantime, be sure to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more. Also, join the channel membership for some very cool perks and features, and join our Discord server for more. This is WonderYZ. See you all on the next one.